Hello YouTubers. I'm now going to do a book review that I've been meaning to do for a little while now. It's a book that I have read a little while ago now. It 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 was an excellent book. The book itself is by I can't remember what his name is now. Let me just have a quick look. That's quite bad, isn't it? Um, Right, the guy who wrote it is called David Levithan, and the book title is Two Boys Kissing. Um, it's actually a very, very good book. Um, it's it kind of compares and contrasts the struggles of being, shall we say, not straight, particularly being a gay male. Um, and it kind of compares and contrasts that from um, kind of 50, 60 years ago and the present day. Um, and it kind of goes into the kind of AIDS epidemic a little bit. It also goes into bullying and um, and lack of support and issues with family members, um, including parents, siblings, dating and how difficult that can be. There's also some issues relating to like trans and stuff. Um, it's kind of it's an enjoyable read in the way that it's an emotional roller coaster. Um, but at the same time, there's a lot of messages there. There's a whole lot of what is kind of the problem or the problems, what are the problems, and how can they be addressed, and things like that. And it's kind of bringing to light a lot of issues that we still have now um, with people who are gay, bi, trans, pansexual, demisexual, asexual, any kind of collection of those. Um, you know, and people still have issues with it now. And so, yeah, the book does a lot of in-depth kind of discussions about that. The main story is about actually nothing more than an attempt at a world record for the longest kiss. Um, and the idea is that it's two guys who are going to do it. Um, and I think it's a very clever book, and I would highly recommend going to have a look at it. I got it on Kindle, and it wasn't that expensive if I remember rightly. Um, but yeah, I loved it. I couldn't put it down. It was great. I was reading it constantly. Anytime I had a spare few minutes, it was like, I'm just going to read another bit. Yeah, it was great. So I really recommend that book. Um, and David Levithan is an amazing author. He's collaborated with John Green, if I remember correctly, at one point. I did read another one of his books as well, um, which again was good, but I wasn't as enthused with. And I can't remember what that one was called now. But it was basically about this person who wakes up in another person's body every day. Um, and it was kind of weird, but it was okay. It was quite good. It just wasn't as good for me as Two Boys Kissing. So yeah, I highly recommend that book if you're into that kind of stuff, which I'm assuming a lot of you are because you probably have read some of my stuff. I definitely recommend going to check that out. It's a bit more heavy than some of my stuff. That being said, Amnesia does have some quite well, the Amnesia series does have some quite heavy themes. But yeah, I would recommend checking it out. It's a very good read. It's got some like really heavy like themes, but it doesn't read like it does. Like you don't feel like you're reading that much into like these really immense themes when you're reading it, and then you think back about it and you're like, oh my god. Yeah, so I would definitely recommend it. do have a look at it. It's on Amazon, it's on Kindle, um, and I'm sure if you look in maybe a library or something, you'll find it there as well. Possibly, I don't know. I didn't find it in my local library, but yeah. So yeah, that's all I've got to say about that one. Please give me a comment about what you want to see from this channel. Feel free to subscribe if you want to see more of me, and like this video if you enjoyed it. Thank you,